Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Sims Proving Every Day. If you're new here, I'm Gina, and today we are getting a little bit deeper into gameplay. We will look at most of the user interface, a lot of information panels. We'll have Brittany get a job, maybe make some friends, hopefully get a romance going with Brent, and more. Then at the very end, we will take a look at the world of Newcrest. Remember, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and help your girl out, please and thank you. Before we get started, there are just a few things I want to quickly address. So first, this is a re-record. Surprise! The first time I recorded this video, I went completely off the deep end and recorded for like 2.5 hours, and the editing was atrocious, and I did not want to put that kind of work out there, so I am redoing it for you. Second, there are 3 modes to this game: Create a Sim or CAS, Build and Buy, and live mode. And in the very first video there was a point where I said, alright, we're going live, and I just meant we were getting started. The actual gameplay mode is called live mode, and there's been some confusion in the past about if it's live or live, and it is actually pronounced live mode. Third, previously I stated that once we moved Brent in next door to Brittany right here, he was a played household. That is not true. I went up to the little people with the pencil, which is the Manage Households tab, and when it is the bright green, that means that it's a played household. His is a lighter, faded, shaded, whatever you want to call it, color. He is unplayed, but he's still considered my household because I created him. So if you go into this Other Households tab, you can see all the other families and townies that both live in the worlds, and some of them do not live in the worlds. They just kind of come and go as they please. And here we are with Brent in Create a Sim again, because I had a BMI, a brief moment of insanity, when I was talking about this additional trait up here. So when you are in Create a Sim and you give your sim an aspiration, they get a bonus trait, and that is theirs automatically when you give them the aspiration. And the bonus trait is going to be the same for all of the aspirations within a category. So all of the nature aspirations have the bonus trait of the collector. All of the knowledge aspirations here have the bonus trait of quick learner. I was getting that confused with the reward trait, which is what you get after you complete each aspiration. And each aspiration's reward trait is different. So it is just after 9:30 on Monday morning with our friend Brittany, but before we get too far, I want to talk about autonomy. So your Sims are given full autonomy at the beginning of the game, which means if you don't queue up interactions for them, they will do what they want. And them doing whatever they want can range from them doing quick little push-ups or sit-ups if they're active like Brittany does, to going outside to talk to anybody that they see in the neighborhood, or if they have pressing needs, they will go to try to solve their needs. Or if you have a computer on the lot, they can even go crazy and donate 1,000 simoleons to charity without you even knowing. So if you're feeling like you're having a little bit of difficulty controlling your Sims in the beginning, you can go up to the options, which is the 3 dots in the far upper right corner, and go to Game Options, Gameplay, and then this first one's autonomy. So they're automatically at full. You can turn everybody's autonomy off. That means nobody will do what they want. Or you can go ahead and disable autonomy for the selected sim for households with more than one sim in them. And then you can go ahead and go to apply changes if you made any changes, and click on the little X to get out of there. Click on the little X. So looking at our friend Brittany's stats here, her needs look pretty good for now. She's a little bit tense because when I was trying to get her back up to where she was, there was a fire. And that tense is going to last for 14 hours. So while we are over here looking at these moodlets, we can go ahead and click to expand them and hover over the moodlet, and it will tell you what that moodlet is, how they got it, and how long it's going to last. So because she's an active sim, she's feeling energized, but that's only going to last for 46 minutes, whereas this tenseness from the fire is going to last 14 hours. So with that being said, these thought bubbles above her head are called whims. Whims are things your sims want to do, but you don't have to do. Every time you complete a whim, you'll get the satisfaction points that you can use in the rewards store, and we will get into that a little bit more later on. But usually this first bubble will be colored with whatever her mood is, and that means the activity that's in that bubble will help solve her mood or help increase her mood if it's good. So because she's tense, she wants to write in a journal, and that will help reduce her tense feelings faster. She also wants to find a collectible, which we can totally do because that's her aspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that because whims can disappear. They kind of come and go depending on her mood and what she's doing. And I usually don't pay too much attention to the whims unless I'm really trying to build up my satisfaction points for a specific reward. She also wants to search for vampire information on a computer. We don't have to do that, so we can click the red X to dismiss it. A new one might pop up. Buy a B-box. We're probably not going to do that either, but we're not going to spend too much more time on that. Alright, so she does need a little jobby job. So we are going to go down to her phone right here. We are going to click on this briefcase bubble that is for work. And we can do a couple of different things, but we are going to find a job. These first 5 jobs are considered active jobs, which means you can join your sim and help them throughout their workday. All the rest of these are called rabbit hole jobs, where basically your sim just goes off the lot, they disappear for a little while, and they come back when they're done. So with some packs and updates to the game, there's been the addition of freelancer careers, which you can do crafter, digital artist, fashion photographer, paranormal investigator, programmer, or writer. And freelancer jobs are a little bit different than both the active and the rabbit hole jobs. So the active, you actually go to work with them wherever their work is. Rabbit holes, they just totally disappear. Freelancers are kind of work from home. So you're self-employed. They give you a set of tasks to complete. You complete them or you don't. And then depending on how well you do or don't do the tasks is how much you get paid. So we are actually going to start with the freelancer writer career just because I want to show the difference between a freelancer career and a rabbit hole type career. So once you select a freelancer, these are the agencies that you can register with. So each trade has a different one. So we want to go ahead and select Fighting Words. In the upper right corner, you'll get notifications and they disappear after a few seconds. But these are notifications regarding career, school if your sims are in school, anything that's going on in the neighborhood, festivals, events, kind of anything that the game thinks you would want to know about. That's where it pops up. If you miss a notification, you can go ahead and click on this little thing that looks like a list. That's your notification wall. And then you can read whatever you missed. So then you can go ahead and scroll down and see what happened previously. This is talking about the fire. Oh yeah, she also almost froze to death. It was a good time. And so on. And then I believe the notification wall holds about 200 notifications. So then you can delete them and it will delete all of the notifications so you can start over. Okay. And I think she's just having a little bit of an issue because she's so tense, but this whim did change to try to calm self down in the mirror, so she can do that. She can try to calm down, and then that will help this resolve faster. So while she is doing that, we will go ahead and take a look at the career panel, which has been up this whole time. So when you're a freelancer, you have to select your gig by using this little clipboard with the check mark over here. And these ones that are not grayed out, like these down at the bottom, are the ones that we can do. So let's see, I'm looking at the pay here, 130, 145. Okay, so of course I'm going to go for the one where she gets the most simoleons. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then now she has tasks to do. And I already know just from experience that she's going to need a computer to do this. So let's go ahead and buy a computer. To buy stuff for your Sims home, you go up to this wrench and hammer up here and click on it. And this takes you into build and buy mode. And we are going to, this top one is the build, and then these are the to buy. So right here we can go to the chair and go, we're going to sort by function, and it's going to be in electronics. The second one is computers, and she can afford this one, so we will go ahead and put that right there for now. And we can go ahead and go. So she needs to write a clickbait article. So we are going to go ahead and click on the computer, find our freelancer career, write clickbait article. And we're going to speed up time. So we have until 9 a.m. Wednesday to write this article and get it approved. And we are still only on Monday, so we're looking good. We're fine. And then as soon as she's done doing this, which you can tell her progress over on this side here, as soon as she's done, we will have her have lunch. All right, friends, she completed her article, so we are going to have her have lunch. And when you click on a refrigerator, you do have a lot of options, as you can tell. But the difference between serve lunch and have lunch is if you have a meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, that will create one serving of it. If you click serve, it will create a bunch of servings, which is fine if you want to throw them in the refrigerator. That way your Sims can grab them quickly when they don't have time to cook. And she is cutting the hell out of herself. I had her take care of her needs. We do have to get the article approved, so we can go down to our inventory and find our little article here and click send to client for approval. So she's going to go ahead. Oh, they've already approved it. So that's great. And let me see real quick here. So then once that's approved, we can actually select a new gig here. And let's write a top 10 list. Why not? But we're not going to do that right now. She just finished up with work not too long ago. So we'll give her a little bit of time to do something that she wants to do. I'm actually going to have her change her outfit. By going to outfit, change outfit, I'm going to select her first one. Oh, I did change the color of her sandals because the pink was making me crazy. If you click on a light, you can turn it on or turn it off or select auto lights. You can also set the color and intensity. So for auto lights, I want to put it on all lights because that means whenever there is not a Sim in the room, the lights will not be on. And the power consumption and the water consumption that your Sims consume goes towards your bills. So the more energy and water you save, the lower your bills are. Okay, so Brittany's just doing some push-ups because she's active, she's feeling good, so I'm going to actually have her go say hello to Brent. And even though he is right next door, she will have to go through the travel screen to get there. And it is raining, and I can see Brent in there right now, but we're going to go ahead and have her knock on the door. And usually if a Sim is home, they will say, come on in. They have no idea who you are, but they're letting you in their house all willy-nilly. If there's nobody home, it will say no one's home. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and introduce herself. Friendly. And so we're going to go ahead and just queue up a bunch of friendly interactions right now.
Let's go ahead and ask about day. Have a new idea. Get to know.
So when you select Get to Know, that will usually tell you one of that Sim's traits. Okay, so she found out that Brent is neat, which is awesome because that means during those random times when he doesn't have anything queued up, he will clean. Brent is having a moment in the bathroom. He's freaking out. I don't know what his problem is, but he's talking to himself. I apologize for the lighting, but oh, why is he so mad? Okay, so we're going to do a couple more friendly interactions real quick. Oh, we'll try to calm him down, definitely. I understand that this is a little bit weird because chances are she did not take her toothbrush with her, but she's brushing her teeth. Hopefully we'll become confident. There it is. And we are going to do a bold pickup line on Brent here. Usually bold pickup lines do not fail, so hopefully he's not super grumpy about it. There we go. And we will compliment appearance. And let's see. Okay. We'll do a smooth recovery because he got mad at her for something she said earlier. So we're just going to do a straight out flirt. Okay, he liked it. Alright, so it is a little after 9 o'clock. We have... oh, he's cleaning the chair while she's still in it. Well, you know, COVID. Let's go ahead and ask him if he's single. And then we do have a little bit of a romance going with him. So I think we're good to go for this very first meeting. Okay, so he is single. Alright, we are going to go ahead and go home. I'm going to have her go ahead and do her nightly routine. Bathroom, shower, dinner, sleep. And then we will see you tomorrow morning in the game. Game tomorrow, not real tomorrow. We're getting a lovely little text message from Vlad. And chances are we will be seeing this gentleman stalk our lot in the next couple of days. I happened to catch Vlad walking over there. He's not stalking our lot, but I knew he would make an appearance. Alright, Tuesday morning, she's going to have breakfast, and she's a little bit uncomfortable because she hates her bed. So we will work on getting her a new bed. We'll work on getting her a new shower, new appliances, and all that good stuff. So let's speed up time, and then we will go work on her aspiration a little bit. We are still on the first level of the curator aspiration, so she still needs to get 3 items, and Brent is calling. Oh, do we want to go out on a date? Heck yes, we want to go out on a date. Yes. I mean, who doesn't want to go on a date at 9:30 in the morning to Del Sol Valley, right? Okay, so a date is considered an event. Whenever you have an event, there will be a timer appear, and then if you click on it, you can go ahead and end the event early. Now, because he initiated it, we don't have any tasks to complete. If we initiated it, we would have goals. Usually for a date, it's just a bunch of social interactions. So let's go ahead. Let's do a little compliment appearance. She likes his outfit. It's the same as it was yesterday, but so is hers. So everything's all good. And let's try a get to know real quick. And then we'll go in and do something and we'll sit down. And somehow in that conversation, although they are both outdoorsy, so it's very possible that he identified koi in that conversation. Very possible. So let's have them go inside and we can sit together. And she learned that he is a bro. Okay, so let's focus on some little flirts. I am trying to mix up her romantic interactions with the friendly ones just to keep it kind of light for right this second. And there's not a whole lot of options when you're first building up the romance. It's kind of the same stuff that we do. She learned that he loves the outdoors. So we actually now know all his traits, but something awkward happened. Great. Perfect. So much like the whims over here, any interaction that has the same color as their mood will help them resolve that mood faster, or again, if it's good, keep it going. So he had a good time. Let's do it again soon. Absolutely. We're back home, and it was a successful date, so you can't ask for too much more than that. She just needs to use the bathroom real quick, and then I will look around and see if there's anything we can collect. So for harvestables, the flowers, fruits, vegetables, herbs, they all take a different amount of time to grow and become harvestable. And then depending on if you have seasons, depending on if they're in season or out of season, everything plays a factor in how long flowers, fruits, vegetables, herbs take to grow. Okay, so I had her go around the world and collect some stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look in our inventory. And that is this little, it looks like maybe a filing cabinet drawer. And we've got all of our frogs that we've collected. We've got a couple of medals, some flowers, mushrooms, strawberries, limestones, and salvage parts. So for the stuff that is harvestable, that is also edible, strawberries, mushrooms, fruits, vegetables, you can go ahead and put them in your refrigerator, and then when you go to cook, you can use those ingredients in your cooking. Now, with the expansion pack that's coming out on July 22nd, Cottage Living, that whole system might change. So I don't want to get into that too much because that whole system might change as we know it. Some of the other stuff we can go ahead and sell. So we're going to go ahead and sell the flowers. And to be able to grab both the snapdragons and the bluebells, we can go to multi-select and we can go snapdragons, bluebells. We can also go ahead and sell the salvage parts. I'm going to go ahead and keep her earbuds for now. And we can definitely sell the time capsule. Okay. Then that's one big group sell right there. Okay, so I went ahead and turned multi-select off because we're going to go ahead and keep the medals for a minute. And we're going to have her open all 3 limestones to extract the fossils. Oh, yes. When we had her go around the world to collect stuff, she did hit that first level of her aspiration. So she was given 3 new tasks. When we opened the limestones, we got the 3 fossils. She needs 3 frogs, which we just need 1 more. And then we need to collect 5 crystals. And when she completes her entire aspiration, she will get the reward trait, Appraiser. And they can sell collectibles like metals, crystals, elements, and fossils. Also space rocks, if she ever gets any of those, to the Smithsonian Museum for extra money. And sometimes that can actually be a pretty lucrative deal. So I really like this reward trait. Now back in her inventory, like I said, we are keeping all of the fossils. We're keeping the metals. And the way that you get elements is you send metals and crystals to the Geo Council, which will actually be one of the next steps in the next level of her aspiration. I am actually going to have her go ahead and write her next clickbait article and then have that submitted. And I am going to stop recording. I'm going to go ahead and leave this part here, and then we will continue with Brittany in the next video. Please stick around for a look at Newcrest. What is there to say about the world of Newcrest? Not a lot since nothing's here, but we will still go in and check it out. The developers created this world so we could just build to our heart's content. Okay, so if we go over to this first little neighborhood, Llama Lagoon, we will go into this big lot right here and check it out. These 2 lots are my favorite in the world of Newcrest just because they are waterfront right here. And there's a little playground on this side. And then if you look around, it looks like they're just across the river from downtown. And over on this side, we do have another little playground and a grill, a little community restroom. And then your Sims can walk all the way around to the back of there to go fishing. And there's another little community restroom. So that's a cute little neighborhood. Again, not a lot there, but it's cute. Let's check out another neighborhood. All right, over here on Ridgeline Drive, let's just go ahead and go into this middle one. This little neighborhood is small by comparison. There are actually 5 lots, so they're all kind of small. And then there is a little grilling area right here. There's another one over there. And it looks like there might be one behind those bushes over there. I don't know if there's any fishing access from this neighborhood. And this neighborhood looks like it might be a little bit closer to downtown on that side. but it does also look like it's pretty close to some mountains as well. So let's check out our last neighborhood in Newcrest. Our last neighborhood is Bridgeview, and we will go to this lot. This little neighborhood always takes me a minute to get my bearings because of the way it's laid out. So there's 3 good size lots this way, and then there's 2 smaller lots on that side. There's a little fishing pond over there, and in the back here, this whole section is accessible. There's grills, monkey bars, and then this neighborhood looks like it's in the middle of downtown. So that was our super in-depth look at the world of Newcrest, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. In the next video, we will continue moving on with Brittany and Brent, and hopefully Brittany will get some more promotions, and we will finish that aspiration, hopefully. And until then, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Questions, kind comments, and feedback are always welcome. But please remember, be a nice human. Bye, everybody.